What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Fargo Season 5. Noel Hawley's series is back on FX on Hulu. First season since Season 4 wrapped up at the end of 2020. And this one is notable for a few reasons. One, it's quite clearly a return to form, a back to the basics approach to Fargo, following the grand ambition of Fargo Season 4 that ultimately didn't land for a handful of reasons, including some poor casting choices. And of course, check the Fargo Season 4 review out, youtube.com/nostalgiapod if you missed it. But yeah, Fargo Season 5, through 2 episodes, I'm feeling good. I'm really excited about this. We're back in the Minnesota setting. Season 4, of course, decamped to Kansas City. We're back. And, like past Fargo seasons, you just have a really intriguing cast of characters with some great actors at the top. Our lead character, Dot, played by Juno Temple, her mother-in-law, Lorraine, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, Dot's ex-husband, her ex-husband, Roy Tillman, is this kind of MAGA, big fan of biblical law and protecting the Constitution in traditional manners type sheriff character. His son, played by Joe Keery, both Hamm and Keery definitely playing off type. Really fun casting there. I'm definitely in. I think it really starts off in a fun way, but also I think quite tactfully, because Fargo Season 5 is the most recent setting that Fargo on TV has given us, Season 5 taking place in 2019. So it's basically Fargo's POV on the current moment, pre-COVID, but still closest we've gotten. And Dot being at this all-out brawl at like the school PTA, school board meeting, kind of subtle way to discuss the way our society and our culture is at times, in terms of conflict and whatnot. I thought that was pretty smart without beating you over the head with it, without being too preachy. But the crux of it, with Dot basically having a past, running away from her ex-husband wanted to take her back because he has these really backward and crass views of gender relations and marriage and just the world in general. That leads you to, I think, really fun Fargo hijinks where Dot ultimately gets kidnapped, but Dot has this ability and she's able to escape. And from what I know about the rest of the season, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of more attempts to secure Dot from Roy, and thus we're going to get a lot of like kind of Home Alone, home defense type scenes and hijinks. I think that's really fun. And Juno Temple, this is great energy for her. Of course, everyone knows her from Ted Lasso, but I think that obviously there's more bite on a show like Fargo, and she's a great fit for this, And Hamm, this is also a great use of his talents because, of course, Hamm, conventionally handsome, very charismatic guy. Post Mad Men, though, I think his most successful stuff has largely been kind of supporting villain roles, like in Top Gun Maverick. And this, still a villain role, but I think it's a bigger piece, of course, of the story. And yeah, I think it's a pretty appealing use of him, and he's kind of laughing at himself in a certain sense too. His character has nipple rings that we see in the premiere, pretty funny. But and his son Gators, this dipshit fellow deputy of his, played by Joe Keery. Really cool to have Joe Keery kind of back playing a asshole again. Haven't seen that really since Stranger Things Season 1. I think it's a good use of his talents as well. And surely Roy will mix it up with Jennifer Jason Leigh and her squad, because as we can tell, Dot's mother-in-law is not a fan of hers for marrying her son and, being lower born, as I guess you could say, lower class, not coming from money the way Lorraine is a debt collector and a millionaire as a result. Her fixer, has this eye patch, pretty funny, played by Dave Foley, the comedian. And yeah, I just think the setup here is great. We have more police characters as well. Risha Morjani plays Indira, one of the deputies in the area, and her husband is played by Lucas Gage as well, who's like this kind of fledgling amateur golfer. There's just so many Fargo things going on. I'm just so excited to kind of get into it, and I hope it delivers. Because Fargo, season 4 had lots of highs, but also lots of lows. Which is ambitious, had lots of characters. There's too much going on, doesn't fully bring itself together. And season 3 was pretty good, but a clear step down from the sheer greatness of season 1 and 2. I'm not expecting season 5 to bring us back to 1 and 2 times, but if we can get back to how we felt about season 3, maybe even be a little bit better than season 3, I think that'd be a very worthy entry in the Fargo run here. Of course, Noel Hawley's been busy. He's been working on the Alien TV series for FX, but he ended up making another season of Fargo first. Pretty cool. So either way, I'm pretty sure this will be the last Fargo season for some time, as Alien takes up more of his time and more of his focus. But yeah, I'm in on Fargo season 5. I hope it nails the ending. Let me know, how'd you feel about Fargo season 5? Are you feeling good after season 4? Let me know. And for more TV reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.